When life hands you lemons, make a lemonade. Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome to My Life Over 60. When I was growing up, this picture of lemons with those words hung in my aunt's kitchen. It seemed whenever you walked into her home, she was sitting at the head of her large kitchen table, talking or laughing with one or more of her 6 kids. She was always there with her cup of coffee, a willing ear, and with good advice. No one would have ever suspected that she was living a less than desirable life. Instead, she always made lemonade out of her lemons, and she remained kind and gentle and positive and loving. Whenever I received lemons in my life, I repeated this quote to myself, and it really helped me get through a lot of tough times. That is just one old saying that has helped me in my life, but there are so many others. I didn't always follow this advice, but now looking back, I can see how these ideas really help me make decisions and help to shape who I am. Here are 13 others that you'll recognize, plus 2 bonus ones that came from my own mother. Some I learned quicker, and some took me a little or a lot longer. I am speaking these to my grandchildren in the hopes that they learn these sooner rather than later. You can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Meaning, of course, that you can win people to your side much more easily with gentle persuasion and flattery than with hostile confrontation. It took me a lot of years to learn this one. Until I was probably 45, I was an unpleasant person when things did not go my way. I yelled and screamed and was just overall quite obnoxious to deal with. When I finally learned this advice, life has been much more peaceful and enjoyable. Do what is right, not what is easy. This one is difficult and it requires that you dig deep. Sometimes it means that you have to make a decision that is contrary to your friends or your schoolmates or those you work with, and it will make you stand out. That is not easy when you just want to fit in. But choosing the right path, even when difficult, demonstrates your integrity and it builds strong character. In the long run, it'll make you proud of you. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. When I was younger, I thought I had things pretty much figured out. But as soon as I got older and learned more, I started to realize just how much I really don't know. Life is full of endless things to discover, and the smartest people aren't the ones who think they know everything. They're the ones who stay curious and they keep asking questions and they never stop learning. So always be open to new ideas, new lessons, and new perspectives. That's how we grow. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Oh, how I wish I had taken this advice more seriously at times. Such simple words, but so powerful. Once you say something, you can't take it back, no matter how much you wish you could. That's why another quote always stuck with me: be quick to hear and slow to speak. Listening is just as important, well, truthfully, way more important than talking. When we truly listen before we speak, we avoid saying things we don't mean, and we show others that we respect and care about what they have to say. So before you let words fly, take a deep breath, think it through, and remember, you can't take back what's already been said. This is one I continue to learn. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is the golden rule. In other words, treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want kindness, show kindness. If you want respect, give respect. It's really that simple. None of us are perfect, and sometimes people will be unkind, but that doesn't mean we have to be. We always have a choice in how we respond. Imagine how much better the world would be if everyone lived by this rule. So whether it's a friend, a stranger, or even someone who's not being so nice, choose to be the kind of person you'd want to be around. It's not just about making others feel good. It's about creating a life filled with love and kindness and respect. Don't believe the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. We aren't entitled to anything just because we exist. Life doesn't hand us success, happiness, or anything else on a silver platter. If we want something, we have to work for it. It's easy to fall into the mindset of thinking life should be fair, but the truth is it's up to us to make the most of what we're given. Instead of waiting for the world to give you what you want, go out and create your own opportunities. The more you take responsibility for your own life, the more fulfilled and successful you'll be. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. It's a guarantee that life is going to knock you down sometimes. There's no way around it. You'll face challenges, disappointments, and failures. But what really matters is that you stand back up, you dust yourself off, and you try again. Everyone struggles, but the strongest people are the ones who refuse to let failure define them. They get smarter and stronger and wiser with every fall because they learn the lesson they were meant to learn. They get back up and they try again. So never be afraid to fall. That just means you've tried. And if you never try, you'll never succeed. Just make sure you always get back up. And that leads us to the next quote, "This too shall pass." My dear friend Janice uses this saying all the time when life hands her a lemon. No matter what you're going through, whether it's something really difficult or even something really wonderful, always remember that nothing lasts forever. So when you're enjoying good times, be grateful and truly appreciate the time. And if you're going through a tough time, remember that better days will come. Stay strong in the hard times and grateful in the good times. No matter what life throws your way, just remember it won't last forever and you'll get through it. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. This quote is a beautiful reminder to live with gratitude instead of entitlement. When we go through life expecting things to go a certain way or assuming people owe us something, we set ourselves up for disappointment. But when we let go of expectations and instead focus on appreciating what we do have, life feels so much richer and more peaceful. Every kindness, every opportunity, every moment becomes a gift. It's not about lowering your standards. It's about shifting your mindset to find joy in what's already around you. And the more you find joy and happiness in what you have, the more joy and happiness you'll attract. The less you expect, the more you'll be grateful for. Live and let live. Basically, if it doesn't affect you, mind your own freaking business. What someone else does in their own life has nothing to do with you. You don't want people telling you how to live. So why do you think you should have opinions about how others live? Let people be who they are without judgment or interference. Focus on your own life and choices while allowing others to do the same. We don't all have to agree on everything. Everyone has their own path, their own beliefs, their own way of doing things, and that is their right. Instead of wasting energy trying to change people or worrying about things that aren't our business, let's celebrate the uniqueness of people. Let's choose to be accepting and kind and at peace. The world would be a much better place if we all just focused on living our best lives and letting others do the same. Just do it. I tell myself this at least once a week, if not way more. I have a tendency to overthink things so much that I procrastinate on actually taking action. I think we wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect confidence. But the truth is, there's no such thing. I have learned to say to myself, just do it, to push myself into taking that first step, whether it's chasing a dream or trying something new or pushing past fear or just getting myself off the couch to clean the house. Action is what leads to progress. You won't always feel ready, and that's okay. Do it anyway, because the only way to succeed is to start. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. When you're young, I think you think that it will always be this way, that you will always be this way, and that being old is so very far away. You believe that nothing bad will ever happen, and that there is always tomorrow. But this quote is a reminder to live in the moment. Yesterday is already gone. We can't change it, no matter how much we wish we could. Tomorrow isn't promised, and we don't know what it will bring, and life seems to change on a dime. But today, right now, we're so lucky to have it. It was never promised, and yet here we are. It's a present. So stop stressing about the future and just make the most of today. Enjoy the little things. Be kind, be grateful, and make the present moment count. because each of these moments is what makes up your life. And the last two come from Gigi, my mother, who said each 1,001 times if she said it once. Your friends will come and go, but your family will always be there. Friends are an important part of life, and some will stay with you for a long time. But many will come and go as life changes. You might move, you might grow apart, or take different paths. People are in your life for a reason or a season, and if you're lucky, sometimes a lifetime, but not always. But family is different. No matter what happens, your family will always be a part of you. They are the ones who have known you from the beginning, who love you unconditionally, and who will stand by you even when times get tough. That doesn't mean family is always perfect, but at the end of the day, they are your foundation. Cherish your family, stay connected, and never take them for granted, because they are the ones who will always be there when you need them. While this is not true for every family I know, and it doesn't just come without believing and working toward it, this is something that Gigi drilled into us from the time we were born. And to this day, it is still true for all of us, my brothers and I. We are there for each other, and it will always be that way because we were raised that way. Oh, there were a few mishaps along the way, but nothing that could ever or will ever break our bond. And lastly, pay yourself first. This is one of the smartest financial lessons you can learn. Take it from me, who always listened but didn't always follow through. Pay yourself first means that before you spend money on anything else, bills or shopping or entertainment, you should set aside some for yourself in a savings or an investment account and in a place that you will not touch. Just leave it and forget it. If you wait until after you've spent everything like I did, there'll be nothing left to save. But if it comes out of your paycheck before you even get it, you won't even miss it. It'll grow over the years and you'll have financial security. That savings account will be your future freedom. It is your future peace of mind. No matter what happens in life, you'll always have that to back you up. And when it's time to retire, you can retire in style and when you want to. I wanted to keep this video to 10, but I guess I got carried away. And you know what? I could easily probably do another 15. What quotes or ideas have you lived by or were important in your life? And what advice would you or do you give to your own grandchildren or someone you love? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you soon.